What is up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel. So yesterday we were able to successfully set up the NVIDIA AGX Orin device, and it was good so far, but it seems like I came across some issues after I was done setting it up. So I noticed that it was the JetPack 5 version that was installed, and I think I'm supposed to install the 6.1 for this device. So, and I tried to do that, but I wasn't successful. So through some research, I saw that because my computer system is actually a Windows, but I think that there's a way I can use it as a host PC to flash the NVIDIA device. So I think that's what I'm supposed to do next, so that I can be able to the um, install the Jetpack 6. So I haven't done anything yet, and this is going to be a raw video because we're going to go step by step through all the mistakes just like before, and we're going to try to solve them. So that's why I want to bring you guys on this ride, so that if whatever mistakes I make, you would make the same mistake whenever you are setting up your own device. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys. So I'm here on the SDK Manager page, and this is just a description of what we need, like everything you need to set up your development environment. So they said NVIDIA SDK Manager provides an end-to-end development environment setup solution for NVIDIA's Jetson, Holoscan, RiverMax, DeepStream. To be honest, I don't know what the rest are, but yeah, we're just focusing on the NVIDIA Jetson right now. So as you can see here, we have the SDK Manager 2.3.0. So I tried to use the Windows, and it didn't work. It couldn't. I don't know why, but it wasn't working at all. So I did some research, and I saw that it mostly said that it's best done on a Linux host system. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. And yes, I'm using the Windows, but there's a way to use Linux on Windows as well. So I don't know, I'm pretty sure some people know this, but for those who don't know, you can actually use Linux on Windows now, which is it's called the WSL, which I think is right here. Install is how to install Linux on Windows with WSL. So it's a Windows subsystem for Linux, so which lets developers install a Linux distribution on Windows. So that's what we're going to be using. We're going to be using that to go through this process, and let's see how it goes. Hopefully it goes well. Okay, so let's go through the instructions to install the WSL. So it must be running Windows 10 version 2004 and higher. Okay, I have that already. So install WSL command. So you can now install everything you need to run WSL with a single command. Open PowerShell in the administrator mode by right clicking and selecting run as administrator. Enter the WSL install command and then restart your machine. Alright, so let's do that. So first thing is the PowerShell, right? So PowerShell, you just go to the start menu, PowerShell, and run as administrator. Then it says we run this WSL install. So WSL install. Simple enough. Error code. There's always an issue. I don't know what this is, but I'll have to look into it. Alright guys, so I did some digging and this is what I found. So I found this. So I've done this part, right? I don't know what this is. I don't even know. Wait, let me just open it first. I didn't even look at it. I didn't actually look at this, but I did this. I rebooted, but when I did this F2 thing, I didn't see this setup virtualization in BIOS thing. I didn't see this all these things here. Or am I supposed to press it when I'm here? Let me see. Nope, that didn't work. Wait. No, nothing worked. So I haven't run system info. It must show hyper-v requirements. Okay, so I did try the WSL and it seemed to start working or start installing, so I kind of stopped it so that you guys can see it yourselves. So right now WSL -- install, right? That's the command that was given to us from the WSL here. So I'm just going to run this and see what happens. I don't know, nothing's happening. Let's try again. That was weird, but okay. So as you can see, it's installing Ubuntu. So we're just gonna wait for it to install, and we'll come back when it's done. I'll come back when it's done. Okay. Alright guys, so we're back. So I was able to install the Ubuntu. All I did after installation was to restart my system, and when I restarted, I just pressed the start button, and you see here it says Ubuntu recently added. So I just clicked on it and this opened. So I'm just gonna set up my name, my username, and every other detail that needs to be set up here. Alright, so I've been able to set up my my username. All that was asked for my username and password, and that's it. And they're here with Ubuntu. So let's see, what can we try? Let's see if we could do sudo app update. Right, put my password in, and voila. So we're able to use Linux in the Windows. So the next thing, now we have Linux, is to install the SDK. So here, this one I'm just gonna download this. And also be careful. If you notice, I'm using the LAN cable here. I'm using a LAN cable, so it's best. I think it's best to use a LAN cable, so that just because you know, if you're using a Wi-Fi, it might just like go off and stop installation or whatever you're doing. So that's why I'm using the LAN direct connection. So I think it's just something I just put out there. All right, so next thing is just to create an NVIDIA account, and you can log in if you have one, or you can just sign up. I have one already, so I'm just gonna log in my D. So as you can see here, I've successfully logged in, and you can see it's downloading here, the SDK. So it's downloaded. Now the next thing will be to install it. So just gonna clear this off. And the way you install, it's not going to be the same like the way you install on the Windows, obviously. So it's in my downloads, and my downloads, where my downloads, I have to look for it. My downloads should be, okay, it should be in mount. So because we're on a Windows, right? So we have to go from the Linux system, right? And we have to mount the Windows system on Linux. So the way to do that would just to cd mnt, I think that mount, then, or we can go through it slowly, because so that we can find it step by step. So mnt, right? So after mnt, we don't know what's next. So what we can do, you can double tap the tab button, right, to see the list of folders and files you have in the next directory. So if I double tap, I see C, WSL, and WSLG. So I'm going to go to C. I double tap again. So if I double tap, you see I can see I press it 4 times. I can see my other folders in the C drive, and what I'm looking for is downloads. Downloads should be in my users. It should be in my users, right? So if I check users, what's in users? Why do I keep pressing this? So user, then my name, then I'm looking for downloads. I think downloads should be here, but they say more, so let me press enter to see more. And yeah, downloads is definitely here. And we press Q. You can press Q to quit out of that more thing. So I see downloads here. All right, so now I can see it to downloads, right? And I know the file is there, and I can list it as well, and just see, confirm. So I have a lot of things in my downloads. It should start with S. Right, it should start with S. So what is I think the command to install, right? Sudo apt install. So it's a S. It should be S. Oh, there we go. So, and now we can install the SDK Manager. So I'm just gonna let that install. Oh, it's going really fast. I will slow down. So I'm just gonna let that install and come back. Oh, okay, I don't need to go anywhere. And yeah, so it seems that that is installed. And what is the next thing now? So we have the SDK Manager. So we can just say SDK Manager. I'm pretty sure if you check here as well, let me see. SDK, do you see? Recently added SDK Manager Ubuntu right here. So let me see, if I click on this, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I want to run it from the command line, but let me just click on it and see what happens. Oh, I can actually run it from here as well. This system does not meet the minimum requirement, memory space. Do you wish to continue? Yeah, of course. Oh, I don't even need to run it from the command line. So the next thing would be to log in. Let's log in there. And same thing, log in the same way we logged in before, and move on. Okay, so I've logged in, and now this is what we have. And privacy notice, allow user data collection. No, don't want that. Oh, it's still trying to log in, I think. Taking a bit of time. Okay, so we've logged in, and here we go. Next step. So we've got the Jetson here, and system configuration. Jetson detected. I don't know why. I'm not sure why it's saying that, but I'm going to select the one that we are going to use, which is the AGX Orin modules. So host machine, you see that the host machine is it's here because of the WSL. So, but I don't think I'm going to need this, so I'm just going to remove this right now, because the target is the Jetson AGX Orin module. I think this, if I'm to select this right, this would be like for compiling between the two of them, or focusing on the Jetson AGX Orin modules right now. So you see, when I select that, you see I have the JetPack 6.2.1 Rev 1. Wait, let me look at this. Let me just have a look. So there's a 6.2.1 Rev. There's others here. You see the JetPack 7.0 is not available for the Jetson AGX modules. Yeah, there are other versions as well, but we are focusing on 6.2. So there we go. So there's GIF and the GXF runtime, which I don't think I'm going to use as well. And yeah, let's move on. Continue. I think it's loading the details and license. All right. So the target components, download size, status, and another thing before, if you're doing this right, before you continue, just be careful. Like for example, if you already have some things on the device already, this is gonna flash the device, so it's gonna like delete everything. So it's better to have a backup. I haven't done anything on the device, so I don't have anything there, so I'm good to go. So I don't think I'm gonna make any changes here. I'm not sure. Just Linux, just runtime components. If I need to make any changes in the future, then I think I'll just do that later on. But for now, here's what's needed, I think. So the system requires up to 23 gig and 4 gig target. I think I have that. Downloads folder and the SDK install folder. Yeah, so I think I'm good to go for that. So I accept the terms, and we download it. So it says like the specified photos don't exist. So these photos don't exist. So do you want to create? Yeah, create for me. And looking good so far. Okay, so my password, I'm going to put my password. What's my password again? Okay, good. SDK Manager is verifying system readiness to install, and yeah, so it's creating the OS image, is downloading things, and things are looking good so far. Okay, guys, what do you what do you expect? Errors again. So I've come across these issues, and I don't know. I've checked them, and I did some digging, and I kind of I'm just gonna pause this a bit. So I did some digging, and I kind of think it's because I installed the Ubuntu 24.04. So I think I'll have to downgrade it and see. I got like an idea from here. What the person said is it didn't work on the system, but later on it did some updates. Then I checked here as well, and I later realized that I installed the 24.4. Oh, you see, before I even look, it's right here. It is right here. This is exactly what I was talking about. So this is definitely the solution. So I have to downgrade to WSL. Did I say WSL? Ubuntu 22.04, and hopefully that works. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so let's downgrade, and I think the first thing is we go to the PowerShell. Same way we did before, we run as administrator. Then there's a command, I can't really remember, just have a look here. Yeah, so there's something here. If you run the WSL install and see the WSL help text, please try running the list online to see available distros and run WSL install. Okay, so we're going to install a particular distro. So we're going to first look at this, right? And let me just move this a bit here. So WSL list online. Okay, so this is distros we have, and we're gonna install the Ubuntu 22.04. So it's going to be WSL install -d, and the distro name is Ubuntu what? 22.04, and install that one. It doesn't take much time. Okay, so the downloading is done. So now it's installing, as you can see here, installing. This may take a few minutes. Then the next thing after installing, would have to, I don't know if we have to restart. I'll just have to wait and see if they tell me to restart. But we'll have to change the default Linux distribution, because the last one we installed was 24.04. So I think this is how we do it. wxl.exe -install, then the particular distro, and yeah, when we're done with that, I think we'll be good to go.